Okay, the last of the watches today is a beautiful Elgin size 18 pocket watch. So as you can see right now, this is an engine turned engraving, and it is a gorgeous hunter movement inside. Some decoration on the top, some branches, no flowers here, but there's a space here where someone could put their initials if this was a gift. So when you press down on the crown, this watch will open. And let's just turn this around. So there we go. It's a very simple face on the watch, or dial, very simple dial. The case is in mint condition, and there is just a serial number on the case. So once again, there's no markings on this side of the case, but we'll check the other side and see what we have there. So that is a gorgeous dial on the movement. And again, this is you pull the dial out for this on this movement to set the time. I'm not going to do that right now. So we close the case like this, press the dial or the crown down like so, and then push down on the case. Never push it down straight down. It's not good for the case, and it wears the clip that's on the inside there. So flip that around. I've already opened the back up on this watch, and as I recommend all the time, when you're opening the back on the watch, to use a toothpick to grab it if you can't grab it with your fingers. So I just move it a little bit with a toothpick and then see if I can swing this open. And there's a gorgeous dust cover here. And I'll flip this around now and see if there's any markings on the case on this side, and no, there isn't. So this case has absolutely no markings on it. There may be some on the inside of the case that I can't see until I take the movement out, perhaps. There's a couple of very slight, faint markings of where there might have been some servicing done on the watch in the past. And if I open the dust cover up on this movement, on this watch, I see the movement here. So that's a Elgin National Watch Company. The serial number is there for you to look at. It is a 160-33201. It's a 15 jewel watch. I'm just going to flip this around so it's easier for you to read. It's a 15 jewel watch, pocket watch. It is a grade 312 model 6. It was produced in 1912 with a run quantity of 1,000 for these watches, but the total production quantity of this watch was 366,000. So they made quite a few of these. It's a 16S, size 16 pocket watch. It's 15 jewels, and the jewels are in very beautiful, I believe they're gold settings, but they're very beautiful settings. It's in a hunting configuration, which means that 12 o'clock is at 90 degrees to the pennant. It's a 3/4 plate, which is a lot easier to work on than the full plate that I showed you earlier in another video. A going barrel. The jewels are ruby. It's a quick train with a Mosley regulator. And if you can just look right there, there's the regulator here. It's got a very small wheel on it, and you rotate that wheel either left or right, or counterclockwise or clockwise, and it just moves this arm, which in effect moves the regulator pins up and down the hairspring, which slows it down or speeds it up. It's a single sunk dial, so it's not a double sync dial. It is not adjusted, and it is not a railroad grade movement. So it is not a high-end movement. It's in beautiful condition. One issue with this movement is that the jewel, this jewel right here, which is, if you count the wheels, the first wheel is the center, or the mainspring. So you get one wheel, 1, 2, 3 for the intermediate, 4 The fourth wheel here would be the second hand, and then this would be the escapement. So the escapement wheel looks like the jewel is cracked on both sides. So most likely going to attempt to replace this cracked jewel, which will get the watch running a lot better. I'm going to see if I can put a few turns on this watch and get it running. So it's just very simply wind it up like this, and you can see the ratchet grabbing there so the mainspring barrel doesn't unwind. That's a couple of winds, and if I just shake this very gently, it should get going. There we go. So now it's going. The amplitude is very poor on it. It may look okay on video, but it's probably only swinging about maybe 90 degrees a swing, which is a 45-degree amplitude. So it's needs some work. It needs cleaning. It needs that jewel fixed on the watch, and after that we should have ourselves a very nice old vintage 1912 Elgin pocket watch. So that's the video on this watch. Let's just turn this thing around again and have a nice look at it before we say goodbye. I just love the case on this. This is a gorgeous case. Love to recase a very high-end 21 jewel movement into this case. That'd be very nice to do. So, and this was provided to me by BJ for some to repair, to get that jewel replaced and clean this up nicely. So there we go. So that's the Elgin pocket watch. As you can see, it's not a double sunk dial, so it's a single face, single sunk, or not unsunk dial, I guess. So, and sinkable Molly Brown. There you go. So again, press on the crown like this, then put your finger down, close the case, and you're good to go. And when I'm servicing watches, I will, before I clean it, I will typically leave that case back just open just a bit and put it in my drawer where I store these watches prior to servicing. So that's it. That's a very beautiful, beautiful Elgin pocket watch. Let's get this thing going again so somebody can enjoy it.